Got my hip hop since 1987 niggas. Hip hop since 1987.com.
Yo, what's good, man? It's me, your boy Jay Holiday, and you already know, man. I want you to go pick up that new album, Guilty Conscience. It's coming out January 28th. It's definitely something that you need in your life. You already know. Looking at hip hop since 1987, man. You always got some good shit.
You like that, so I'ma give it to you. No holding back, however you wanna.
You know what it is, your man Eldorado, hip hop since 1987, and we live in Atlanta in an exclusive upscale establishment, BarOne. Special shout out before we start the interview to Peter, Thomas and Cynthia Bailey, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, for letting us use this wonderful establishment. If you're ever in the Atlanta area, definitely make sure you come out here, have a good time, and get some of their wonderful food from Chef Wong. But as you see, I have platinum songwriter and singer Jay Holiday in the building with me. How you doing today, good brother?
I'm good, man.
2014 is kicked off, and you're definitely working on a new album and everything like that we're going to get into. But I got to know, it's been a while since you've been out on the scene. You're definitely known for a lot of hits, Bed, Suffocate. Your debut album did major numbers and things of that nature. So I want to know, what have you been working on since 2009 up until now?
Man, well first, after I left Capitol, after the second album came out, I was like, how they did the second album, they didn't get the look it was supposed to get, so I was like, I gotta go, And basically I went to Def Jam. L.A. Reid signed me over at Def Jam, and he left, So it was like, I was kind of like his project, so everybody else was kind of like, It was cool though, because that's just that's the nature of the beast, So I sat on the shelf and then I was just like, man, you know what? I'm gonna just do it myself, So that's pretty much what I've been doing. I got a chance to shoot a movie though, so I did that.
Oh, that's dope.
I've been touring and shit, all over the world. So.
Yeah, I definitely see your name real heavy, overseas touring and things like that. You're definitely an international superstar as well as a superstar over here, on U.S. soil. But as we mentioned, you're working on a new album. It hits stores January 28th. It's entitled Guilty Conscience. So give me a little bit of insight about what the album is about.
From the aspect of a fella, a guy he's a man, but he's trying to become better, He did his thing, He got caught up out there in the streets and you know how they do with the J.O.'s, man. You know what I'm saying? He got caught up and it's all back, so it takes you through that story and that journey of him, realizing what he's done and, realizing that he's still in love with his girl. So it's telling the story, man. I think it's gonna be relatable, to a lot of people.
Now you also gave mention, you dropped 2 albums prior.
Right.
You dropped an album back in about 2009. I want to say beginning 2011 it may have been.
It was 2009, 2006 and 2009.
2006 and 2009. So how do you feel like you've grown as an artist from then until the project that you're going to put out now? And do you feel like personal life experiences that you went through from 2009 until now have contributed into your lyrics and the feeling up behind Guilty Conscience?
Man, well first I've grown just because, music's changed, it's changed a lot since I put out my last album. And I'm not going to say whether it's for the better or worse. A lot of people always ask me what I think about the state of R&B. R&B is going to be what it is, Just like hip-hop goes through hard times sometimes, R&B is just going through their hard times.
I respect that.
So it just is what it is. So I feel like I've grown even more because it makes me want to make sure that music that I'm putting out is even that much more, well put together and people can relate to it and it touches somebody, versus it just being a good record, Like this time, we got a few records that's going to be played in the club, which was something that I never really focused on, but I was like, okay, how about this? We need to put some up tempos in this joint. Just so I can show people that, that's never that I couldn't do it, that just wasn't my focus, So I've just grown, I would say more as a businessman than anything, musically, you don't never get old, you get better, so.
I'm glad you mentioned the whole aspect of being a businessman because you started your own label,
right,
Holiday Music Group, and this will be the first album that you're pushing on your own, that you're pushing under an indie label. So how has this album differed, being an indie artist and everything, pretty much all the back end advertising, marketing, promotion coming from you, versus having albums, working with Capitals and Def Jams and working with major labels?
Well, I would say it's this, because realistically, if you're not like a top 40 artist, you're not gonna get no real budget anyway. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
It's like You know, I mean, you'll get something to, you know, get you flown here, get you flown there to do, you know, specific little small stuff. It's just different, you know. You get more creative control. You know, my biggest problem was labels trying to change you. They want you to be somebody else. They want you to front, and it's just like, that's why I didn't sing in the church, because I don't like the front. Like, I can't front. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta be who I am. You know what I'm saying? So you get a lot more creative control, man. You get to be yourself. You know what I mean?
Now, we also gave mention to, you know, with you not being around since 2009, but you have been around. We talked about you being an international superstar. You've been touring all over the world. Now, recently, you and your DJ Era, performed in London at Wembley Stadium or Wembley Park, I believe. So, what was that experience like? I know that's something they say it's like 3 or 4 NFL stadiums in one.
Yeah. Well, so actually, they have a Wembley Stadium, which is where the soccer players play. Okay. That's the man. Okay. But nah, we played at the smaller arena. But man, it's just like a basketball / football type joint. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like it's a lot of people in there, man. You know what I'm saying? And it was cool because we went through some stuff out there. You know what I mean? It's just crazy the things that still go on in this industry, like just like with egos and stuff like that. And you know, like when you get to a show, pretty much the promoter or whoever's putting the show together decides the show order, you know what I mean? And it's like nobody's deciding this, everybody, you know. So you know how that goes. Nobody's gonna go first. So you know what I'm saying? I end up having to go first. But for me, that was never a problem because I've done that before. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I opened up for R. Kelly, big shouts out to Kelly, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it was R. Kelly, Keisha Cole, and him. So I ain't had no problem with opening up for nobody. But you know what I'm saying? Big Brother Genuine brought me back out on stage. Okay. He was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dog, compared to some other people, you know, like we talk, you know what I'm saying? So he was just like, yo, that you shouldn't have went on first. Period, point blank. So it was fun, man. You know what I'm saying, man? DJ Eric, he been everywhere with me, man. You know, it was cool out there, man.
Your mother recently wrote a book. I believe it's entitled Raising J. Holiday.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the book.
I think it's because she's a preacher. So a lot of people always ask her, like, how does she feel about me singing R&B music, you know, or secular music, you know what I'm saying? So I think she just kind of got tired of asking the questions, and she just wanted to tell her story about raising me and why I'm like the way I am. In her words, you know what I'm saying? How she saw it, you know what I mean? I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good outlet for her, especially, so she can just put that on the table. It's like, if you want to know, you don't have to ask me those questions. You know what I'm saying? He's saying R&B, I'm still a preacher, and it is what it is.
Did she reveal any secrets from when you were a young child, anything that you didn't want to leak out? And, you know, were there any conflicts of interest, as she was putting out the book? Like, you know, you might not have wanted her to know about.
Nah. She actually asked me, she was like, you know, if there's anything that you don't want me to put in there, I won't put it in there. I said, man, write it.
Some mothers
just
love,
write
respect
it.
that.
You know what I'm saying? I said, nah, just write it. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, that's how you perceived it. Like, it might be a situation in the book that I saw completely different. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because I was the son. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not going to matter anyway. You know what I mean? But I think a lot of people will be able to see. Because, you know, in this music, people say, why do I sing about certain things sometimes? And it's like, I can't help where I'm from or what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? And so many people are used to artists front and faking. That's not really how they live or what they went through. You know what I'm saying? So I think it'll be cool to actually hear from a mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't never no gangster, nothing like that, but I've been through stuff. You know what I'm saying?
While on tour, whether it be overseas or in the United States, what's the craziest thing you've had a fan say to you or run up on you and do?
Oh man, the craziest thing. I had a fan pee on myself.
That's pretty crazy.
And it was bad because she had on the skirt, so it was just like.
So she just ran up to you and.
Well, I mean, it was just
the excitement.
I don't know. I don't really know what it was. But you know, I was kind of out of there. That's kind of weird though. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we only got a few more weeks until fans get what they're anxiously waiting for. You know, Guilty Conscience at hit stores January 28th. So as 2014 progresses, after the album was released, what else can we look forward to coming from J. Holiday?
Oh man, we are immediately putting together a tour. I'm about to do a House of Blues tour. I'm not exactly which cities we're picking yet, but we're gonna do a House of Blues tour, man. So definitely be looking out for that in the spring. You know, it's gonna be a band tour. Of course, you're gonna take Era with me.
I respect that.
You know what I mean? We're gonna hit up the after parties and all that and whatever. You know, we're gonna kill it. We're just gonna get on tour and show people the music and the performance, and We probably even might get Lee Bush, aka formerly known as Sandy.
Okay.
Probably have him out there too. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna put something together.
If I'm in a, you know, if I'm somewhere in a record store right now and I'm deciding, damn, do I get this Jay Holiday album or this Joe Smo album? Why do I need to pick up this new Jay Holiday album?
Oh man, well I split it up in two different sections. I say, ladies, if you ever wonder, you know, maybe my man might be cheating or something, like whatever, and you don't really understand what's going on or what might have happened, get the album because it might give you some insight into, you know, the thoughts of a man or why things are going on a certain way or what a man thinks about. So I definitely say, ladies, get the album. It's good music, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna hear some real singing. There's some pretty stuff on there, but then there's some stuff you might be like, I can't believe you just said that. But it's all good, you know what I'm saying? Then fellas, I definitely say get the album just so, you know, you can see how you can take responsibility for your stuff without being a sucker, you know what I mean? Because I think that's the biggest thing is fellas don't never want to be like, yeah, I did it. Because they feel like if they do it, then they like copping out or they're a sucker or something. But it's like, you know, it's a way to take responsibility where you ain't got to cop out. You know what I mean?
I dig it. If people want to follow you via social media and things like that, let them know where they can get in contact with you.
Man, if y'all want to check me out, man, it's your boy Jay Holiday. You can check me out at facebook.com/JayHoliday, or you can go to my IG or my Twitter, which is @KingJHoliday. But if you really want all the real information, just go to the website, KingJHoliday.com.
You know what it is, your man Eldorado Hip Hop since 1987, live at BarOne with the one and only Jay Holiday. Once again, big up the DJ Era, Chef Wong, Peter Thomas, and Cynthia Bailey. Make sure you go pick up Guilty Conscience in stores January 28th.
Yeah.